Zohran Mamdani off to bad start after very angry victory speech.
Who has the biggest tension and spotlight focused on them right now? It's the Israeli cabal. Their narrative and their grasp over the narrative is falling apart. They need to transfer the focus from them onto another group. So why not pick someone out of the blue who gives good speeches? Who's that remind you of, by the way?
Oh, Obama.
Okay, because, dude, a week ago, hardly anybody was talking about Muslims.
Yeah, right.
And Islamophobes and
now
shit,
it's everywhere.
right? No one's talking about Israel right now. They're talking about this. Because here's the thing with Zionism. They cannot have Christians and Muslims getting along. So let's stir up all of this. What happens if, let's say, another 9/11 style attack would happen in the United States, and then they blame it on Muslims? Again. What is up, guys? It's Andy Frisella, and this is the show for the realists. Say goodbye to the lies, the fakeness, and delusions of modern society, and welcome to reality. Guys, today we have Andy and DJ
Cruise the internet.
That's what we're going to do. That's what CTI stands for. It stands for Cruise the Internet. If you forgot, that is not our only format on the show, okay? We have Q&AF. That's where you submit the questions and we give you the answers. Now, your questions can be about anything, but typically they're about personal development, business, how to get better, how to win, because we talk about this on the show all the time. But as you know, personal excellence is the ultimate rebellion, and it's the only way that we can remove ourselves from this tyranny that we all face. So if you want to listen to Q&AF, submit your questions. You can do that a couple different ways.
Yeah, you can email those questions in. You can email them in to askandy@andyfrisella.com. You guys can also click the link in the description below and submit your questions for live call-ins or drop them in the comments on the Q&AF episodes.
And I also want to mention we have Real Talk. Real Talk's just 5 to 20 minutes of me giving you some real talk. And then sometimes we have 75 hard verses. 75 hard verses where someone who's completed the 75 hard program comes on the show. They talk about how they were before, how they are now, and how they used the 75 hard program to recalibrate their life. If you're unfamiliar with 75 hard, it is the initial phase of the Live Hard program, which is the world's biggest, most popular mental transformation program in history. You can get that for free, by the way, at episode 208. Again, that's 208 on the audio feed only. There's also a book called The Book on Mental Toughness. It is available at my website, andyfrisella.com. It is not free, but it is much more thorough than the podcast episode. The reason I bring this up is you guys are all thinking about what you're going to do to get your shit together because you wasted this year again, right? So get the book, understand what's going on, and let's fix this yo-yo problem that you've been having for good. That's what this program does. So go buy the book, go listen to the podcast. Yeah, and that's it. All right, we got a fee for the show. The fee is very simple. If the show makes you think, if it makes you laugh, it gives you a new perspective, it teaches you something, do us a favor and please share the show. All right? Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.
All right. What's up?
What's good, dog?
Yep.
Yep. So here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Got a lot going on, bro.
Yeah, we do.
Got a lot going on. We got we'll get into it for sure. We do have the chat. Chat is here live and well, Andy. Guys, remember you guys can hop in the chat if you'd like. Check the link in the description on this episode to sign up for those notifications.
Now, just so you guys are aware, we will be moving the show to a live format show. This will likely happen, we are thinking next week, but it will start at 7 and it will end at 9. And it will be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All right. So that's something that's coming up too. We'll have another update on that for you coming on Monday's show to let you guys know the schedule for that. So yeah, it will still be recorded. It will be posted on the YouTubes and all the places that it's posted after we do the live broadcast. So you don't have to be tuned in for the live, but I think it'll be a lot of fun if you are.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Central.
Yeah. It is 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it as your prime time, nighttime entertainment.
Diverse entertainment.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
DEI over here, clearly. All right.
Yeah, man.
So what's up? What's going on?
Yeah, dude, a lot, man. There's a lot happening. Lots going on in the world today. But did you see?
We're going to have to get like some smoke ventilation in here or something because like
7
p.m. is my smoke cigar time.
Well, you know what time that is for me. It's usually my eat time.
Well, we're going to get some food in here.
We have to do some food.
Yeah.
Bro, actually, that'd be a fire-ass concept.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Steak, eggs, and gravy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's called breakfast.
Yeah.
And dinner.
But for dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do the little steak, egg, and gravies in this bitch.
Great concept, man.
Bro, and just eat it, you know?
Yeah. It'd be great.
Lick my fingers a few times.
No. No, I don't think so. Yeah, no ribs.
Yeah. Yeah. No, dude, I think it'd be fire. I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, a lot of stuff's going on. We got to talk about it, but I wanted to bring this up first because I know we give this lady a lot of crap, and I mean, she deserves it. There's no doubt about that. But I guess after you come in and you serve for 1,000 years, and then you make quadruple millions of dollars off of insider trading allegedly, you finally call it quits and retire. Nancy Pelosi's retiring. She's now no longer running for re-election. And Trump says it's a great thing for America.
Well, yeah. What are we talking about? She's 85 years old.
Yeah.
Why do we still have these elderly people running our country at all?
Mm-mm.
At all? Like, you have to retire from the workforce at 65, but
just come run the country.
Run the country until you're shitting your pants in front of the Pope.
Legitimately.
Yeah.
Legitimately, bro. Yeah, she's out, man. Yeah, I mean, she's out, dude. Now, I thought it was interesting because, I mean, again, dude, she's made hundreds of millions of dollars. Okay? Now, I'll leave that up to you guys on where that money came from. But after serving for, this was her 20th term in the lower chamber, which 20 times 4 is how many years? No, that's not right. No, it's 2-year term. So 40 years.
Yeah.
Quick math, sir. 40 years in our government, accomplishing absolutely nothing. She's
accomplished a lot. She's made the country extremely worse off.
Legitimately.
Yeah.
Legitimately. But as of October 27th, 2025, she has an estimated net worth of $279 million, with over $45 million being in assets and real property, just in houses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now her life, I'm sure, looks pretty decent from her views. But personally, like, okay, if America was fucking great, right, and everything was cool, calm, collected, streets clean, schools great, and then this is what you got to show for it after 40 years, all right.
No,
maybe.
No, I don't agree with that either. That's not what this government's supposed to be.
No, for sure, but it's definitely not in a good state.
Well,
and you're walking away with almost a quarter of it.
There should be, first of all, there should be no reason that someone could serve that long under any circumstances. Number two, she's made that money violating the laws that would put any of us in jail. Okay. Number three, she's intentionally made life harder on every single American for her own benefit. And along the way, they figured out that the more that they disrupt our homeostasis and our ability to get along and everything that we've got going on, the more money that they can make without anybody noticing. And I would say that she's the tip of the spear of this happening in government. This wasn't a normal thing for politicians to do before she started coming around.
Yeah.
So, she sort of led the charge of, oh, well, if she can do it, I can do it. And now we have a whole government full of people that are insider trading, that are funneling money out of our tax dollars through different various organizations and shell companies and, USAID and NGOs and, they're getting rich while they legitimately financially rape Americans.
And bro, what's so crazy, like if you look at this graph here, we got this chart up here. You look at the points and the time periods where it was pretty tough and we had a lot of bad shit going on in the world. And it just so happens that was also the times where she's seen the most growth in her personal wealth. Like, isn't that interesting, right?
Well,
like,
I mean, not really, because, bro, that was what COVID was ultimately about. COVID was ultimately about transferring the wealth and pushing the middle class into poverty so that they could be more easily controlled. And we're seeing the effects of that right now in New York City. All right. Do you want to know why all these young people believe that socialism is a good thing? It's because for the last 5 years, while they were becoming adults, they realized that we don't have a chance, okay, which makes socialism much more appealing to them. That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And that was why they worked to push these people into poverty who were middle-class citizens so that they could then sell them on the idea of socialism, make them fully dependent on the government, and then oppress them any which way they feel like for the rest of eternity.
Mm.
It gives them ultimate control. You can't oppress people the way that socialism does if people have hope for a better life on their own. And these young people don't. They look at the price of housing, they look at their wages, they do the basic math, and they say, well, this is pointless. So you might as well just give me my $2,000 a month that the government's going to give me, and, whatever. That's what's going on here. So this was all, and this is engineered by people like her and corrupt people who are taking money from other governments and interests to push this shit down the pipe. And she thinks in her mind, you know what? It doesn't affect me because I'm going to be dead. My family's well off. What difference does it make?
Yeah.
So pay me the money and fuck all these people. That is exactly what these people think. And then they get on TV with these sob stories and all this bullshit. And for some reason, a certain demographic of the country believes it. And by the way, it's usually the demographic of the company or of the country that doesn't have to work and that has never worked. And that if they have worked, they've worked part-time. You understand?
Yep.
It's people who aren't touched by reality. Like we see all these people. Dude, I got a lot to say.
Yeah, I'm about to say, we got that topic coming up in a minute, man. But I mean, listen, fuck this lady.
Yeah.
This lady. 100%.
Off with her head.
Which one?
Yeah.
I think she might be it. No, she's
Listen, man. Dude, all right.
Yep.
Listen, until there's a revolution in this country, nothing will change. It's too corrupt. It's too divided. There's too much manipulation going on. These people are never going to give up control. Would you?
No.
Right.
No. This lot lizard, bro.
I got a lot to say today, bro.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one, though, man. Guys, let us know down in the comments what you think of old Pelosi Bag's final retirement.
And it's funny, while she makes all that money, then she points at people like me who are actually creating jobs, and lots of them, and say, that's the guy that's hurting you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever.
Oh yeah, man. Well, guys, let's get into our cruise, man. You guys know how this works. We got some topics to cover. Let's go ahead and get going with headline number one. House conservatives back new funding deal to end shutdown, reject wasteful Obamacare subsidies. So these are some Republican study committee leaders who want an extension. Okay, so they're trying to come back to the table. Leaders of a 189-member group that acts as the House GOP's de facto conservative think tank are formally endorsing a new short-term federal funding bill. So they've been putting through these CRs and these votes. I believe they're at like number 14th votes now that each have ended and been turned down and shot down by the left. And they're supposed to be bringing out another one on the 21st. Now, with all this stuff going on, like I said, ending the first week of November here shortly, got Thanksgiving coming up. Now, this report comes out from the FAA that there's going to be major airports that could be impacted by FAA flight cancellations. And they're canceled because the federal aviation workers, traffic controllers and stuff like that, they're not getting paid. Literally, their checks are coming in saying $0. And so they just put out a list of 40 of the busiest airports in the country that are going to be experiencing some major losses and major cancellations in their flights. Here's a list. You got Anchorage, Baltimore, Washington International, Honolulu, Hawaii, Fort Lauderdale, Dallas, Fort Worth, Chicago Midway. You got Memphis in there, Miami International. I mean, the list goes on and on. Now, one thing that people keep saying is like, well, Trump's got to do something about it. Trump's got to do something about it.
What are we talking about? Trump has to do something about it.
Well, because it's Congress who appropriates the funds. That's how our legal, like that's how we're set up.
I understand that, but what the fuck are they talking about?
But they don't understand that.
Well,
they don't understand that.
Like they don't understand voting for a dude that.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. But this is day 36 right now. The White House, they have a new link on the website that you can go on and.
How is this hard to understand what's going on? It's real simple. The Democrats will not approve anything unless we fund health care for all the illegals.
Right.
That's it.
It's very simple.
So they want to take your money and they want to give it to these motherfuckers that don't belong here, and that is the whole deal. And then they get on TV and say, "Oh, Trump's and the Republicans.
Trump's not doing."
And by the way, them too. Okay. So this is by no means some sort of look. The truth of the matter is they're trying to take your money, my money, our money, and give it to people who do not belong here at all.
Mm-hmm.
That is it.
Yep. I mean, some of the things that have come out.
And
about
if that's
this,
what
bro,
keeps the government shut down, then keep it shut the down.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, like, bro, there's so much. It's not even just like all the healthcare. It's SNAP's included in that. These illegals that were coming through here, right? This was a big piece of what the USAID was doing, bro. But it's like these NGOs were getting our tax dollars, inviting these. How do you get people that are coming here who are supposedly coming from these super poor places?
They were recruiting them.
Not only recruiting, they're using our tax dollars to pay for their travel to get here. And then when they get here, they give them a prepaid card with $1,500 on it. Here's a hotel.
You got to explain this very simply. Our tax dollars, you pay them.
Mm-hmm.
Tax goes to the IRS and into the Treasury. The money then goes to the NGOs. Okay. The NGOs are stationed all along the path of getting to the United States border. That is your money flowing through your government that you're supposed to own to the NGOs, which are recruiting and feeding illegal migrants all along the way to come in and then take your money so that they can have health care.
Yep.
Okay? That's what's happening here. And that is the reason that the government is shut down. That is the main reason. You got people like Nancy Pelosi and all these people who are on the payroll of other governments doing nefarious things. Mm-hmm. But this idea of the way let's just say the way he's operating now goes to the full term of 4 years. Mm-hmm. And let's say they get back in power. Because I'm going to tell you something, dude. They will. And when they do, they're not going to give a shit about the laws or the structure of government. They're going to do everything they can to remove it. And dude, this is the only time in history. And I hope that you guys down there in Mar-a-Lago and in the White House, you guys have the only chance ever that will exist in this country to save it without extreme violence. And it's not happening.
No. Now they did coming out of the executive branch, they did just announce that SNAP benefits are going to restart, but it's not going to be the full amount. They're estimating to be about 65% or so of the normal amount people have received in the past months. And people are hurting, man. I want you to see this clip.
It's really bad.
Danielle Grant is starving.
I'm trying to see if I can get some food because we literally don't have anything to eat today or tomorrow. So we're going to try to make ends meet, and we can.
Desperate for food, nowhere to go, Grant and many others got to the Hope Line today just to make an appointment to come back later in the week for food. Resources are slim, leaving 40% of Bronxites without money to feed themselves. Some still in shock.
You heard things before, but it's like, they're not gonna let people starve. That's ridiculous, but it's like, no, that's literally like what's happening.
We hope the food pantries maintain open, because if they don't stay open, I really don't know what we're going to do next.
We asked people their reaction to
job.
hearing that the Trump administration will partially fund the SNAP program. People say it's not going to do much. They have families to feed and already struggled at the end of every month when they were receiving the full amount.
Wow, not enough. At least there's something to hold on, but I think everybody's going to have to get a second job.
It doesn't really last the whole month, probably like 2 or 3 weeks, and then like last week.
Last you a fucking day. I'm starving while I'm 100 pounds overweight.
Bro, I've seen so many clips of this, man.
Okay, let me tell you something. These people need to understand what that's about, because that is what socialism and communism is. That's right exactly there.
What they're going to get. Bro.
Okay, they're getting a taste of it, but yet they're voting for it.
Are they though?
Well, I don't know, but
we'll get into that. We'll get into
hold on.
it.
Look, dude. Here's the truth, and I say this with the asterisk of, yes, I understand there are people that cannot work. Yes, I understand there are people that need these benefits.
Sure.
Okay, I totally understand that. However, most of the people on SNAP do not need those benefits, and they take advantage of the program. And in my opinion, forcing them to do this will motivate them to go do something else.
Hopefully.
Okay?
Yeah.
We wouldn't have 70% of the people abusing these benefits if, the benefit came in the form of, you have to come to the food pantry, you have to get your food, and we'll feed you that way.
Yep. I got one better, bro. We pass out MREs.
Well, I'm just saying.
Do that.
Yes.
Give them MREs. You need food. Here's MREs. How many you need? You need 4? You got 4 in the house?
Well, would that not motivate people to change their ways?
Motivate me, bro.
I know, motivate her. She's hungry. Bro, she ain't ever been hungry her whole life.
No, bro. Look, the lady.
By the way, why are we allowing these people to go buy all of this terrible food and
nonsense?
Yeah, and by the way, what happens when they eat all this terrible food?
Oh, then they get overweight.
They get overweight, and then what happens?
Oh, yep.
They get sick, and then what happens? Oh, our tax dollars go to that too. Like, dude, this shit has to end. And I'm sorry if that sounds harsh, but it's the truth, and it is what it is. I don't feel sorry for her at all. I'm sorry, bro. Listen. And people will hear that, and they hear that from me where I'm at now, okay? But they don't hear that from me where I started, okay? When I was living in the back of my store, and I started it with $12,000 that I earned from busting my balls, spray painting parking lots in 1,000-degree heat, okay? They weren't there. They weren't there when I lived in that store for 3 years, sleeping on the same mattress as my business partner, okay? They weren't there when the first 10 years of my entire business existence, I made $58,380. But now, after 27 years, I'm the bad guy. Right? Like, dude, get the out of here.
I ain't with it. Sorry, Danielle.
There's not a single thing that any of those people could tell you that they have done for, and not even 27 years, for 5 years. Besides eat, shit, drink, and sleep, and piss and shit. Not a single thing. I don't feel sorry for people like that. I don't feel sorry for people that won't take advantage of the opportunities in front of them and decide that they're going to sit at home, smoke weed. And by the way, I love weed, okay? But I get my shit done before I smoke it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So I don't feel this, to me, this is the way it should have been. If you instead of giving them a credit card, you made them go down to the government food pantry and you made them get their food, these people will figure out a way to get off of this shit.
That's real, man. Chat, what you guys got on this, man? What we got? Oh, that's a lot, Mike. What is that?
Mike, I can't read all that, bro.
Yeah.
That's liberal. That's a liberal comment.
I'm sorry. Listen, I guarantee it was actually pretty good, but
Yeah, we're just gonna say, Micah, great comment, bro.
Yep, agreed. Whatever. Oh shit,
Adam, I know it's out of hand, bro. It's always been this way. Guys, I don't know how old most of the guys are in the chat and the girls, but like this has been this way. It's been this way.
Yeah, bro. Goddamn, Mike.
Yikes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, look at the ages there. Okay.
Young people, man.
Yeah, they're younger. Dude, you guys, this is the way it's been, bro. This is the way it is. It is set up. It is set up for you people to never get shit. Okay. And I'm not saying you can't.
Yeah.
Because it's always been that way. People will say, oh, well, it was different when you. No, it wasn't. It was always this way.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Guys, let us know down in the comments what you think about the whole snafu going on right now. But that being said, let's go check some of these comments out. Let's cruise some of these. This first one is from Maggie. Maggie asks, if the government has been shut down, why are taxes still being deducted?
Correct.
Yeah. Nobody can answer this question for me.
Look, man, if we wanted to straighten this out, it would be really easy. It just takes a little bit of organization.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody went on a purchasing strike, meaning you don't buy shit from anybody that isn't a mom and pop founder owned business, okay? And by the way, Ian Carroll just launched an app about this. It's really cool. But it shows you where the mom and pop founder owned businesses are. And if we spent every single dollar with them and none of the dollars that go up to BlackRock and Blackstone and Vanguard and State Street and all this shit, this would get straightened out literally in a week.
Mm-hmm.
Literally in a week.
Yeah, bro.
But, you know, it's convenient.
Yep. Patriotic duty. Got to pay the taxes.
I used to think that.
Yeah.
No, I actually really, why was, dude, if you go back to the old MFCEO podcast, you will hear me talk about paying taxes is a privilege. and dude,
the fuck it is.
Yeah, I know. I don't, that was my naivete of not understanding how it could be if they actually used our funds responsibly.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
Right.
Not how it is, though.
Yeah.
No, absolutely
Like, dude,
not.
if we were paying a reasonable tax, 10%, and everybody paid it, they could fund everything that the government needs to fund, and it would be fine. And you know what? The streets could look good. The police could be well paid. The teachers could be good and well paid. Protection, the military would be great. Streets would be clean. All of this shit. And you know what? Then I could say, hey, paying that's a duty, bro. Like, I would be happy to pay that if that's what we were getting. But we're not getting anything. We're just getting worse and worse and worse.
Oh, but then the whole pay your fair share would be appropriate.
Yeah.
I'll pay the fair share.
Yeah,
no problem. You pay yours, I'll pay mine, no problem.
Pay the fair share. The biggest guys don't pay shit,
bro.
It's the middle guys that are founder owned that pay the most tax because they don't have the little networks to say, oh, they do this and that and this.
Yeah,
whatever.
Agreed, Maggie. This next one is from Dungeon 0248. It says, my grandparents went to the protest. My grandparents are always doom and gloom about everything. Thus, I call the old No King protesters doomer boomers.
Well, that is what they are.
Yeah.
The No Kings thing's still just like
No Kings.
No Kings a week ago, but make sure you give me my money.
Please give me money, King. Please.
Can I please have some more porridge?
Why is the King not giving me money? Like, what the fuck?
Can I have some more gruel? Eat your gruel.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, doomer boomers. I like it. We got one more for you. This is from Will Foster. Andy confirmed Zen lover.
Yeah, speaking of, I need one of you guys to run into my locker. I need one of you guys to run into my locker in the little cubby above and grab me a can because I just ate my last one.
You ate it?
I ate it.
You eat those? You're not supposed to eat those.
Oh, you're not?
Do you spit or swallow?
I swallow, baby. I swallow.
Oh shit, man.
I'm here to finish the job.
Listen, it's all right, man.
Hey, how you do one thing is how you do everything.
You're going to do it right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, that's real, bro.
$20, especially now.
That's real, man. Guys, we do appreciate you, though, for being real-ass fans. Keep liking, commenting, subscribing. Make sure you guys hit that bell notification on the tube to stay up to date with the latest drops from Real AF. All right. Shall we?
We shall.
Yeah, let's proceed. Let's go headline 2. All right, now we can get into it, man. Now it's going to get real warm in here. We got to go to New York City. Read the comments. Got to go to New York City. Zohran Mamdani off to bad start after very angry victory speech. So Trump keyed in on this. For those of you guys who have not, who still live under rocks somehow, a communist just got elected as the mayor of our financial center of the United States. And it's interesting. Trump, during an interview with Brett Baer, commented on his speech. I'm not sure. Did you see Mamdani's speech or parts of it? I got some parts of it.
I mean,
got some parts. But this was Trump's initial reaction with Brett Baer. Let's check this out.
Going to work this time.
Did you see his victory speech?
Oh, it's literally never worked. Yeah, I thought it was a very angry speech, certainly angry toward me, and I think he should be very nice to me. You know, I'm the one that sort of has to approve a lot of things coming to him, so he's off to a bad start.
At one point he says, turn the volume up.
So hear me, President Trump, when I say this. To get to any of us, you will have to get through all of us.
How do you respond to that? Does that affect anything you're going to do?
It's a very dangerous statement for him to make, actually. And, you know, you talk about danger. I think it's a very dangerous statement for him to make. He has to be a little bit respectful of Washington, because if he's not, he doesn't have a chance of succeeding. And I want to make him succeed. I want to make the city succeed. I don't want to make him succeed. I want to make the city succeed, and we'll see what happens.
Did you see reaching out to him?
I would say he should reach out to us, really. I think he should reach out. Right. I'm here.
Yeah. Well, he kicked off his speech. I got this clip here. This was the beginning of his speech. All right, let's check this out.
New York will remain a city of immigrants, a city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants. And as of tonight, led by an immigrant.
He's gonna kill all those people celebrating him. he's gonna kill them all. They're gonna starve. They're gonna starve, bro.
Yeah, it's worse than that,
bro. It's so crazy. And you know what's even crazier than this? So not even 24 hours after his alleged victory, this clip comes out. Check this out.
Oh, and one more thing. Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money? You can start again. This transition requires staff, research, and an infrastructure that can meet this moment. And it will be made possible by the people who built and believe in this movement.
Oh, if that's not pure communist right there. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, remember I told you don't send me more money? Yeah, you can start again. All the shekels are gone. Now let's dive in. Let's dive in a little bit on some of the demographics of who voted for this guy. I got some interesting numbers here. This first one, now granted, this is from CNN. Okay, they polled about 4,700 people, and of people that voted in New York City, and the question was, how long have you lived in New York City? Okay, these were the results. Okay, over 81% of the people that voted for Mamdani have been in New York City for 10 years or less. In fact, there was another poll that I saw that the vast majority have been there for less than 5 years. Okay, now what happened in the last 5 years? A mass influx of voters, allegedly, right? Because there was a lot of things coming out, bro. There's no voter ID in New York.
Bro, don't forget, they flew them there.
100%, yeah. From Texas, they were flown in and bussed in.
Okay.
And no voter ID is required.
Biden had an initiative this came out last week, and it was not covered at all. Biden had an initiative where they went and recruited specifically, well, probably from a lot of places, but it's been confirmed from Venezuela, to send their bad people to the United States. And then you and I paid for them to fly here, fly to New York, all right, and fly to these other big cities. Now, why would they do that? Why would they do that?
Well, they know that you can't bite the hand that feeds you.
Bro, we talked about this when this was going on. They flood these cities with people who are dependent on the government, who think that their only way to survive is socialism. And now people are surprised that this guy got elected. He's not going to be the first one of these guys to get elected.
Well, no, I actually got a few more here, but first time voting, over 66% of the people that voted for Mamdani, that was their first time voting. That's a little weird. Over half of that's weird, right? So not only, I mean, like, it's literally in the fucking numbers, man. Now, this was a crazy one. What was one reason for your vote? 77% of the people that voted for Mamdani said that their one reason they voted for him was to literally oppose Trump. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Whereas if you look at Cuomo, who's a Democrat, mind you, because I remember Trump made that truth about, hey, like, it's not really even left or right, saving this great city from communism. Go vote for Cuomo. He endorsed Cuomo. 72% of people that voted for Cuomo said they support Trump. Very interesting numbers here. Now, quickly after this, people have been hitting the streets, talking to some of the alleged Mamdani supporters. This is one clip from a street interview. Let's check this out.
Well, how are we going to pay for it?
How are we going to pay for it with tax money? With tax dollars.
Okay, where the tax dollars come from?
Tax dollars are coming from all of the billionaires and wealthy people.
Well, they already pay, the top 1% already pays 50% of all taxes. Yeah.
Can you prove
IRS data reflects that the top 1% already pays 50% of all taxes. But I ask you, so if you tax the rich to oblivion, what happens when the rich leave the city? Who's to tax then?
They won't leave the city.
Why not? They've already done it in California.
Because in New York State, we have Wall Street, they're not leaving. And so what
you think they can't leave? Then who are you going to tax when they leave?
We're just going to continue taxing people, but your
argument... Oh, the middle class, right?
Yes, actually, the middle class.
Oh, okay, so you explained it. So we're going to tax the shit out of the middle class when the rich people leave after you tax the shit out of them.
I think we should tax the shit out of everybody, yes. I think the middle class should be taxed 50% like it does in Sweden.
Yeah, well, that's someone who has no concept of reality or economics or what it's like to go out and actually earn your way through life, period.
Dude, they're cooked, bro.
Who is?
New York City's cooked.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, there's a lot of weird things that are happening with this, right? And like I said, it wasn't just New York City that's in some trouble. There's apparently in Minnesota, St. Paul just elected a mayor who literally admitted that she's in the country illegally. Have you seen this?
No.
Check this out.
Because his mother had died. My father, as the one processing the paperwork, put my grandmother down as his mother. And so I am illegal in this country. My parents are illegal here in this country.
Why don't they arrest her?
Well, this video just started circulating and going around now. But she just won the mayoral election. And I don't know if that's going to get investigated or not. She literally admits to it on camera. But not just there. You got to go to Dearborn, Michigan. Listen to this shit.
Hezbollah, bombed the embassy in Beirut, and including many Americans.
For context, okay, this is a resident speaking at a city council meeting in Dearborn, Michigan, right, where they are putting together a proposal to name a street in Dearborn, Michigan, after a pro-jihad Osama Siblani. Okay, and this is the exchange. Let's watch this.
Hezbollah, bombed the embassy in Beirut, and including many Americans. So I just feel it's quite inappropriate.
You are an Islamophobe, and although you live here, I want you to know, as mayor, you are not welcome here. And the day you move out of the city will be the day that I launch a parade celebrating the fact that you moved out of the city, because you are not somebody who believes in coexistence.
That's the mayor.
He doesn't believe in coexistence. That's interesting.
Naming an American street after...
Not only that, Dearborn's one of the most occupied areas of the entire country. They have prayer calls, legit live prayer calls happening in Dearborn. Okay.
It's the most dense populated American city of Muslims. No doubt about that. Now, Zohran's a Muslim. Okay. He's Muslim. There's been a lot of very interesting videos and talks that have been coming out since this election in New York City. But something that, like, I don't know, I haven't put it together yet. I find it really weird. And we've talked about it. He pulled back the money curtain. Where is it coming from? If we go to Zohran specifically, Alex Soros was one of his biggest donors. And they just posted this. I mean, this was posted the night that Mamdani won the election. So proud to be a New Yorker. The American dream continues. How the is that American dream? Communist has no place in this country. And if you look at all the other things that Soros has funded, both him and his dad collectively, and what that's done to this country, it makes it makes sense that you're supporting this guy, because he's going to continue some destruction in the country, financially or morally or physically potentially. I don't know, but there's a lot of weird stuff happening here, dude, and I'm not liking it. But how do you have a Muslim who's openly, talked about hating Jewish? Alex Soros is Jewish, right? Openly talked about arresting Bibi Netanyahu, all of these things, but they're buddy here. I'm not following it.
Oh, it's real easy. It's real easy to follow. Who has the biggest tension and spotlight focused on them right now?
Jews.
Oh, it's the Israeli cabal. Okay. Their narrative and their grasp over the narrative is falling apart. All right. So what do they need to do? They need to transfer the focus from them onto another group. So why not pick someone out of the blue, all right, who is well-spoken, who gives good speeches? Who does that remind you of, by the way?
Oh, Obama.
Okay.
Obama.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. They plan to make this guy president eventually.
I see it.
Just so you guys understand. Now, if they don't make him president, the plan that they are putting in place, in my opinion, would be this. Put this dude in, get everybody riled up about because, dude, a week ago, hardly anybody was talking about Muslims.
Yeah, right.
And Islamophobes and
now
shit,
it's everywhere.
right? Now no one's talking about Israel right now. They're talking about this. Now, let's stir up the division, because here's the thing with Zionism. They cannot have Christians and Muslims getting along at all. All right. So let's stir up all of this. Let's put this communist Muslim, his mom is Hindu, his dad is a professor of, by the way, politics. All right. This guy grew up very privileged. He did not grow up poor. He's very well educated. He's the exact opposite of what he presents himself to be. All of that aside from the point. What happens if, I don't know, let's say another 9/11 style attack would happen in the United States, and then they blame it on Muslims again? Okay, so
who did the last time?
Okay, so instead of everybody be focused on the Israel connection, which everybody is, now let's stir up all this animosity between Muslims and Christians, and then let's do a false flag so that the Muslims and Christians go to war, and then we're back to bombing the Middle East on Israel's behalf. That's my opinion of what's going on here. I expect in a very near future for us to have some sort of false flag. And by the way, the chatter on the internet is exactly what I told you it would be many years ago. Military-age males for pretending to be delivery drivers, police officers, EMTs, and then going door to door attacking people just like they did October 7th. Okay? That is the chatter of what potentially could be happening right now.
Chatter.
And that's not That's not some thing that just came to me secretly. That is open, and people know this is going on. So let's just hypothetically say that happens, okay? So you have everybody pissed off at Israel right now. Israel places a guy, Soros places a guy in power who people generally outside of very young demographic, very uneducated demographic, very hopeless demographic. Everybody else hates this guy, hates him, okay? Now he's on stage saying he's not going to apologize for being Muslim. He's not going to apologize for being a communist, blah, 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 blah. And then an attack happens. What happens then?
Yeah.
Okay? We get all wrapped up in some sort of anti-Muslim narrative again, and they get off the hook. And then we're back to bombing on their behalf.
Yep.
That's my opinion of what they're doing here. The other thing that could be happening here is the same thing that happened with Obama. Okay? I think they tried it with AOC and they realized AOC is just too dumb.
Too dumb
to do it.
Yep.
This guy was nothing. He was picked out of the blue.
Never worked. This is his first job.
He's never had a job.
This is his first
That's
job.
right.
He's the mayor of New York City.
That's right.
Holy man.
Yep.
How do you pull that card?
You don't.
Oh, that's just the American dream.
Yeah, you get placed there.
Come on, bro.
So that's what I think is going on. I think we're being set up for a false flag to hate Muslims the same way that we were at 9/11. And I think it's going to take the focus off of the Israel cabal. And yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. I think that's what they're planning.
Mm. They're bro. Speaking of the chat, like bro, that chatter is coming from a lot of places. Like I mean, the intelligence community.
Oh yeah,
they're hyping it up right now.
Yep.
Like it's a real dangerous position we're in right now as a country. Like,
you better be able to defend yourself, dude. Real talk.
It's wild, bro. It's wild. Chat, what do you guys got on this, man? Let's get chat involved. Chat, what we got?
No, I went domestic terrorist a long time ago, Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we vote and nothing because we're too stupid to understand that voting doesn't matter anymore.
Sure does.
The only way that this can be solved is through cultural revolution, meaning we don't take any shit, meaning we get off the dependency of the government, meaning we make money the best we can. We become the most physically fit, the most intelligent, the people who set the example of what an American needs to be. And if you set the culture and the culture revives itself in that way, these kind of people don't have a place in society. They will not win. It's the only way. Yeah, well, the time to do this was 5 years ago when I started talking about it. So,
shit's wild. Man.
Yeah, and I, dude, you know, I don't understand why there has been no action to stop this kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, did Captain now win up there? And
no, he lost.
Good.
Yeah, he lost. Yeah, the captain now.
Like, dude, these people, I mean, look, man, the Soroses of the world, they walk around untouchable, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I've been seeing a lot of clips too, like on even just the voting thing, like people going in, like they're saying these people have voted like
6, 7, 8 times.
6,
That's
7,
right.
8.
You got people on TikTok making videos talking about how they voted 7, 8 times. Right?
Bro.
Those people should be put in jail. Anyway, yeah, man, I would not be surprised at all if we have a massive attack that is blamed on the Muslims in order to create a massive conflict here on the ground in the United States. There's far more Muslims here now than there was in the year 2000. And yeah, I think that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, bro. So a lot of people agreeing, bro. And that's the play.
I think it is the play.
Yeah, bro. Guys.
Because, dude, they make this guy mayor. Like, let's say somebody assassinates this guy.
Yeah, right.
Right? What happens then?
Now you got Muslims pissed off.
That's right.
Yeah.
I actually, I don't think you do. I mean, I've spoken to a lot of my Muslim friends, and they realize what the fuck is going on too.
Yeah.
And they're worried about it too. They're like, dude, of course that's what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that guy's getting snowballed into a very vulnerable position by the Soroses of the world. And I don't think he has any idea what he's in store for.
No, I don't think. I mean, most of them don't, bro. They think they just look at the opportunity in front of them.
That's right.
I mean, I get to be the fucking mayor.
That's right.
I think he truly does believe in his communist fucking beliefs. I think he 100% believes in that.
Yeah. Well, that's because he's stupid.
But that's the thing. I don't know what's scarier, bro. A rich communist or a poor one. I think the poor ones are. I mean, the richer ones are more dangerous.
Well, I mean, now you can see very clearly why they have pressed so hard to make it so hard on the average American that it removes hope for their future, so that some of them at least, will accept that sort of government.
Yeah.
In theory, they don't understand it. They paint it as some sort of utopia, and the people who vote for this have no understanding, like that woman you just showed, no understanding of taxes, no understanding of how things actually work. No, like this guy, like he says, oh, you could send me money now. We got to build an infrastructure. No shit. No. You mean you can't just do it for free, like you said? You mean everybody's not just going to come together as a community and work together to solve this? Like, dude, it's complete bullshit. The best thing that could happen is that this plays out and it goes the way that communism, socialism always goes. But I don't think that's the plan. I don't think they're going to let this guy tank in front of everybody to disprove what's happening, which is what everybody's saying. Everybody's like, well, they're going to get what they deserve. I think there's a much bigger play here. And the bigger play is, how are we going to take the focus off the Israeli cabal and continue the frustration and the anger and the hate against the Muslim community, and vice versa. You know, that's the plan.
They won't need it to get that far.
That's the plan. And you have enough extremists in Islam to make the case that they're trying to take over the world and they're doing this and that, because that's what their extremists believe, right?
Yeah.
So then they play these clips over and over and over and over again and get everybody riled up.
Build up the hate.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And then set a bomb off, figuratively, of whatever that would be, an event.
Yeah. Press the red button.
Yeah. Then let it go. And dude, we're right. Look, all the indicators of what I'm saying are in play right now. So
here's the other thing too that I hate about the internet right now is that there's so many of these loopholes and sidelines you can go up and down, bro. But I've seen some things going on about Zohran here that apparently he lied on his naturalization forms and shit.
I don't think a naturalized citizen should ever be able to serve in our government.
Yeah.
Even if they're naturalized.
Yeah.
I don't. If you're not born here, you shouldn't. Just like the president.
Yeah.
If you're not born here, you can't serve, and that would fix the whole problem.
Yeah. I remember that shit about Obama not being naturalized.
I don't think he was born here.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Bro. I don't think so.
But
a lot of stuff.
But why? That's not a controversial statement.
No.
Naturalized citizens don't get to join other governments.
No.
Okay, I don't get to go to other places and say, "Oh, I've been here for 7 years now. Make me mayor." That's not what happens, dude. We people have been saying
it's
this.
Only Western countries, bro.
Yeah, people have been saying this. Suicidal empathy has been the term that's been used lately, and specifically towards white upper class women. Okay, because the women turned out to vote for this guy at a level of 80%, young women. All right, and then everybody's confused why. Okay, well here I'll tell you why. One, what I said already about they've oppressed these people to the point where they don't feel hopeful for the future. So they say, well, what difference does it make?
Mm-hmm.
Number two, a lot of these young women who are voting for him have never held a job, have never actually done anything, have never had to see what it's like to make it in the real world and how hard it already is. Not understanding that whatever man that they get with that's going to have to go out and provide for them is now going to have a much harder place. And then the third part is the reason that women are voting for him is because we have all these conservatives preaching this trad wife shit, saying that you're not a real woman if you don't go out and have a family and have kids and
sourdough bread.
Yeah. Like, dude, women don't want to hear that shit. And I don't blame them. Women, this is a free country. If a woman wants to become a career woman, cool. If she wants to do whatever, cool. But you can't be surprised when you sit there and tell women that they have to do these things or else they're not a real woman and they're a hoe, and expect them to vote the way you want them to vote. Like, it's actually insane that people are surprised about that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what you think or what I think a woman should do or shouldn't do. It doesn't matter. If I believe that women should be traditional in the house, that's my own personal belief. If you believe that they should all be career women or do this, that's your personal belief. The idea should be that they have the opportunity to do either. Okay? And all of these conservative talking heads who think they're really making a strong point by saying these things about women are actually pushing women out of the voter pool for their own causes. So now you have women voting against their own well-being, not realizing it because we have all these retards pissing them off.
Yeah.
So, I mean, dude, you can't be surprised about that. It doesn't matter what you think or what I think women should do. It's a free country, dude. So, yeah. And then you have a lot of people saying, oh, well, repeal the 19th. You don't hear people saying that on the left. Okay. So if you're a woman and you have see all these people on the right saying that women shouldn't vote and women shouldn't do this and women should be making sandwiches and all this shit. Okay. Why would they vote for that?
Right. Right.
You wouldn't vote for that if they said, hey, remove all men even if you fundamentally agreed with that party's economic strategy, understanding that it's going to make your life better. If they said, but we're going to remove your right to vote and you should be doing this and shut the fuck up, you're not going to vote for that. So, it's not about feminism. It's not feminism, bro. It's just common sense.
Yeah. Man, New York, bro. That was the other thing too, because like there was this like a lot of people on the right. They're like, oh man, like we lost all these major things. Well, first, like guys, these are all blue places to begin with. Okay, like let's not don't be under this weird fallacy. Okay, like that's not.
No, I don't think it's a weird fallacy. I think there is a real danger for the Republicans to lose big time coming up because of the talking points that they spew.
No, for sure. But I think, like when we talk about places like Chicago or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see it.
Do you really think the Republicans are really any better, honestly? Like, they're not any better.
No.
Okay. They take money the same way that the left takes money.
Just from different places. Sometimes the same place.
Yeah. They play for themselves. They're not pro-freedom. They're not pro-America. They're not America first. That's all a farce. It's all bullshit. Okay, we need a pro-freedom party in this country that is going to bring people together and do things here in America the way that America is supposed to be done. Okay, equal opportunity, right? Like not equal outcome,
right?
It's the content of people's character, not the color of their skin. This is not identity politics, dude. Identity politics is the most toxic thing that exists in this country. Okay. Like the fact that we judge people based upon their skin tone or based upon their, whether they're a man or a woman or based upon, what religion they are. That's not American ideals. That's total low IQ division tactics that we chew up because we have the attention span of a gnat.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's be real about this. Like there's no party that represents the people. The libertarians don't. The right doesn't. The left doesn't. There's nobody out here legitimately that gives a about America first. And that's the truth. That's the truth. They could say it all they want, but when you're taking money from any foreign government in any way, shape, or form for anything, how can we trust that your interests are going to align with ours? They're never going to. They're never going to.
No, man. It's real, bro. Guys, jump in on this conversation. Let us know down in the comments what you guys think, bro. Let us know. Let's get to one final headline here. We got headline number 3. Don't really know what this was, man. It's kind of crazy, but you see this UPS plane that crashed?
I did. And I want to say one more thing to that last topic.
Yeah.
I told you guys this is exactly what was going to happen years ago. Years ago. How can people not see this shit? Oh, I know. Because they're so busy trying to not get destroyed financially that they can't follow it.
Yeah.
Think about all the effort that we put into following what's going on and how hard it is for us to understand what's going on.
Keep up with the shit. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Or the shit just hasn't touched them yet.
I don't see how.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, let's get to third and final headline. This plane crash, man. This shit was crazy. UPS plane that crashed and exploded was recently grounded for over a month for critical fuel tank repairs. Did you see this?
Mm-mm.
So it's a UPS cargo plane that crashed in Louisville Tuesday. Was 34 years old and was very recently grounded for more than a month for critical repairs to its fuel tank, according to a report. The MD-11 plane was stranded in San Antonio from September 3rd to October 18th as it received a permanent repair to fix a crack in the fuel tank before getting back in the sky, according to the FAA maintenance records reviewed by Wall Street Journal. This is the clip that's been going around of the crash. Let's check this out. So the plane itself apparently has like the second worst safety record of any commercial aircraft still in service, according to safety data published by Boeing earlier this year. But there's been a few different like perspectives of this shit coming out, like dash cams and people recording. Check this clip out. This was a dude sitting in his truck when it happened. Dude,
that's crazy. I mean, imagine you just sitting there in your truck doing whatever, and then
to see some shit like that, bro.
It's crazy.
That's wild. Yeah. So I mean, there's Louisville, Kentucky. They're saying that, quote, there are a lot of different parts of this airplane in a lot of different places. The debris field stretches for more than half a mile. 12 people have been killed. But that number could rise, according to the Kentucky governor, Andy Beshear. Authorities were still looking for a handful of other people, but do not expect to find anyone else alive. There was a child who was killed with the parent at the car parts business that was struck by the plane. I mean, dude, this shit's just crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. Like I said, this was just going around mainstream. It was a big deal, but that's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That's wild. Now, I don't know, like, because one of the other narratives are like, they try to get conspiratorial on this, right? But like, you know, saying like how much more frequent plane crashes and shit are happening right now. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know, because like when you look at it, it's like, yeah, but it's not really, you know, but like how much is enough? Like I feel like more than one is a problem.
Look, dude, there's still bad shit that just happens.
Yeah. Dude, that's the other thing, because I mean, that immediately it's the Jews. Like, hey, man, it's just a plane crash, man. Like, chill, man. You know, but like, I don't know, dude. I would shit my pants.
Oh, yeah.
If this shit happened in front of me.
Yeah.
Anybody in Kentucky from the chat? Anybody close to this? They're saying the engine fell off. Or the engine, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Brett said the left engine was on fire going halfway down the runway but couldn't stop. It crashed and exploded.
Yeah. Yep.
I blame Obama. It was Obama.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Fuck. Yeah, package is going to be delayed from that one. Yeah, well, prayers to the guys, people that were killed by this. Like I said, it's just a crazy topic that came up. Had to show it. But, yeah, man, that was 3.
Yeah, dude. I mean, look. What do you think's going on? Let's see the chat.
Chat.
What do you guys want to hear us talk about right now? I'm curious.
Spiritual warfare. That's deep.
He says, Andy, how do we stay focused on the next 5-10 years when it feels like the world's ending? The world is not ending. The world is not ending. There are bad things that happen in everybody's life consistently. This is just the battle that we have to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and I saw someone say Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah.
You see her?
On The View? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you hear what happened?
Mm-mm.
She won't, the Trump administration won't approve her to run for Senate.
Yeah.
So now she's spilling all the dirt about everybody. I don't have a problem with it.
No, do it. My thing is, I mean, I kind of question your integrity, though, because if you knew all the dirt, why didn't you say it when you knew it?
I don't know. I mean, she's been saying the dirt the whole time. You know, I think that's why she didn't get the.
No, that's possible.
You know what I mean?
That's possible.
But
she had a good time on The View, though.
Yeah, I think people need to understand, man, what's going on. Like, it is not good. And until people start taking leadership in their house, in their community, in their neighborhood, in their county, state, this kind of stuff is going to continue to work its way everywhere. I know everybody's thinking like, oh, that will never happen here. Well, I'm sure New York probably never thought they'd have a communist mayor.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Bro, you know who's pissed off about that the most? I saw Rudy Giuliani. He had a fiery post on it.
Did he?
Yeah, bro. Because people were like, New York forgot. Like, all right, that was a big, like, that's a trending hashtag.
I don't think that New York forgot. I think New York understands what actually happened. I think most people at this point in time know that 9/11 was not what it was reported to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, bro, at this point, nothing's reported to be as it is.
Yeah. There's a Turkish proverb, and it says, the forest kept shrinking, but they kept voting for the axe because the axe was sly enough to convince them that because the handle was made of wood, that they were the same. And that's what's going on here. All right. We have people who can't pay attention, who don't understand geopolitics at all, who have been oppressed financially so hard to where they've given up hope on capitalism, which is the only form of economic policy that actually allows people to escape their class.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Freedom.
And people say, oh, well, you know, it was that way. Capitalism isn't. No, capitalism has pulled more people out of poverty than anything ever. And without it, you don't even have the opportunity to do it. But what they've done here is they have taxed the opportunity away for people to legitimately build something from zero to whatever. Now, that is not a final statement. There's still plenty of opportunity. There are lots of people making a lot of money right now because they are focused on their own shit. All right. But to say that our capitalist system works the way that it's supposed to work is also untrue. All right. We have 5 or 6 of the biggest companies in this country own most of the shit. That's not capitalism, bro. And in the old days of capitalism, they would have broken up these companies under the guise of them being a monopoly. That's not happening because they have too much money and they're paying people not to do that. A lot of money. All right. So we're in a situation now where only the people can solve what's going on. The people can solve it a number of ways. They can get in shape so they don't become sick, so they don't depend on the system. They can make themselves intelligent. They can consume good data. They can become better people. They can hold higher standards. They can become a leader in their household, in their community. They can do all of these things, which is one of the biggest things that we need to do as a society. You're not going to be able to sit there and quote unquote live your life and ignore what's going on and think everything's going to be okay. It's going to come to your doorstep. So if you're not taking care of the things that you can take care of, you're a part of the problem. That's the truth. All right. And the second thing they can do is you can have some financial wherewithal to spend your dollars with companies that are not owned by these big companies, that are owned by founders, that are owned by mom and pops, and if people did those two things, this shit wouldn't work. That's it. So, and the third option is violence. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the truth. Violence is the language of human beings, you know?
It's understood by everybody.
It is. And that's where we're headed, dude. If we can't do the first two things, the third thing is what's going to happen here.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, let's want to do a final segment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what's the chat got to say?
Chat, where we at?
Yeah, and a lot of people, you know, I see this too. You know, all you can do is just go to church and pray to Jesus. No, that's not all you can do. That's a cop out. All right. You're saying that God and Jesus would just be okay with you rolling over for something that you know is wrong in your heart. That's not what the Bible preaches. Okay. And a lot of people are hiding behind it. A lot of people are cowardly. And that's a big problem in this country. So, go scroll back up a little bit.
I'm seeing a lot of that too, bro.
Scroll back up a little bit. Davis says, "What's the deal with the Jews, Andy? Thoughts on PBD having net and it's not the Jews. It's not the Jews. It's the Israeli cabal. Okay." Of criminals. You guys, when you say it's the Jews, you're making the problem worse. You're walking right into what the fuck they say. Okay? A reasonable American that's not on the fringe of what's going on, when they hear you say the Jews, you know what they hear? I love Hitler. That's what the fuck they hear. And I want you to think about what you would think about someone saying that 2, 3, 5 years ago. You would be like, what a piece of shit. That is what people's response is when you say it's the Jews. Okay? You have to say it the way that it's supposed to be said, which is it's the Israeli cabal. It's the criminals who run Israel. And they also run the World Economic Forum. And they also run the International Federal Reserve Bank. Okay? That does not equate to all Jews. That does not equate to all Jews. And when you say it's the Jews, you are dismissed as some sort of bigot, anti-Semite weirdo that is not going to be well received by anybody outside of your little clique. Mm-hmm. That's the truth. So it's yeah, here, hold on. Kyle says it right there. Saying the Jews makes us do BB's dirty work, getting rid of the Jews that hate their own leader. Correct. They hide behind these people, bro. You guys got to remember, how many people do you see on the street that are one of these? You don't see them.
You don't see them.
Okay? You don't see them. Most people are good. Most people want the same things. Most people want to be left the fuck alone and build a great life. Okay? Including Muslims, including Jewish people, including you and me. All right? So when you repeat these talking points about quote unquote the Jews, all you're doing is bolstering their own defense mechanism, which is to hide behind those people and say, you're a bad dude. Mm-hmm. You're Hitler.
Come on, guys. Look.
And if you want to see this in action,
yeah,
go look at what Mark Levine had to say.
Yeah.
Okay? That guy's a idiot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's real, bro.
Yeah, man. So.
Yeah. That's real, man.
I just, put it back up there. What else is going on today? What else is going on today?
California Prop 50. I saw that. That got passed. 9-volt batteries. Okay.
Tatum freaked the fuck out.
Oh, I saw that.
Man, he sure did.
That was at Hotep too.
Man, you know what? I mean, you know.
I don't know the context of the whole.
Listen, dude.
I don't
Listen. You're alienating your own following, dude. And they're going to call you on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can imagine over the course of the last 6 weeks, he's gotten plenty of people. I mean, I've seen it in his comments. You know what I'm saying? So, What's my insight for the youth at this time? My insight is this. You have the greatest opportunity to make money that's ever existed in the history of America, because we have, in my lifetime, we've had 3 major advancements that have allowed people to make lots of money. Okay. And I'm going to go through them with you guys. One in my life was the internet. Okay. I opened my business when it was brick and mortar only. The internet existed, but it did not exist for commerce. All right. I was too late to really take advantage of the internet the way that I could have. All right. Because I didn't have resources. The next thing that happened about 6-7 years later was the implementation or the creation of social media. All right. There was people in the internet boom that made gazillions of dollars. All right. Then you have the social media boom. There was also another boom of people that made gazillions of dollars. Now we're entering the biggest technological revolution that's ever existed, which is the AI revolution. And we can hate it all we want, and we can say it's wrong, but we have to address reality. It's here, it's happening, and that's what it is. And there is plenty of opportunity for young people to take advantage of that, because all of these old people are saying the same thing they said when the internet came around. Who needs the internet? Oh, I don't know. Those people are all out of business. When social media came around, same thing. Social media is for kids, blah, blah, blah. All out of business. Okay? AI is going to be the same way. And a lot of these big companies that exist are not thinking about how to revolutionize their industry the proper way using the technology. Meaning, they're using it like most people use it. Like, oh, let's just cut some employees and let's have it draft our emails and this and that. That's their thought process. So for the smart young person right now, whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you're interested in, there's a massive amount of opportunity with this technology revolution that's happening right now for you to succeed. You can grind it out and become wealthy. That's what I've done. I've grinded it the fuck out. I never hit a home run. I hit lots of singles and lots of bunts over a long time that have added up to success. You can always get wealthy that way in the United States. All right. However, to get real wealthy, you have to be smart enough and have the wherewithal enough to take advantage of the situation that's happening currently. The reason Bezos and Musk and what's his face down there in Dallas, Mark Cuban and all these guys are as rich as they are is because they were the first people to innovate around the technology that was available at that time. Bezos came up with an e-commerce site, and then he continued to pour into it, and now he's one of the richest guys in the world.
Bro, people don't even know about Amazon. Just used to sell only books.
I know.
There's kids now, bro. They don't even know that.
Then you have the next round of very successful guys, right? You got the Zuckerbergs, and you got the Jack Dorseys, and you got the guys who hit it with social media when it came around, right? And then you had a lot of people who were early on. I was semi-early, okay? I didn't really start social media till like 2010-ish, okay? And we've done well, but we were still late. All right. There's an opportunity now for you young people to take advantage of what's happening and become really good at it and think differently than these older people and do very well. All right. So the opportunity, in my opinion, for young people is actually better than it's ever been because we happen to be in one of these transition periods. So to answer the two questions, first question was, how do we stay focused on the next 10 years when the world's coming to an end? No, the world's not coming to an end. And the only way the world does come to an end is if people like you think that it's going to come to an end and do nothing. Yeah. Okay. And secondly, the second question is, what should young people be focused on? You should be focused on where the puck is going, not where it is right now. Okay. And where it's going is that every single business is going to be revolutionized. The way business is done is going to be revolutionized. How can you take what you are interested in and build an innovation or somehow improve upon the way that the companies that you love and you care and you're interested in, how can you improve them? How can you make them better? Okay. And that's the thought process that I would have as a 20-year-old right now. And I would also stay away from all of these gurus online because let's be real, dude. The only product that's being sold online right now effectively through these gurus is coaching about how to be a guru. Okay. So there's no real value with any of these people at all because they've never operated or built anything at all. They sell you an image. They tell you a bunch of half-ass bullshit. Most of it's wrong.
Most of it now is AI.
Dude, I'm just saying there's plenty of opportunity here for people to win, and they want you to think that it's not there. And sometimes I can understand the way we talk about things. You might hear it and say, dude, that's discouraging. Yeah. No, you should be excited because here's the thing, guys. There's never been an opportunity in the history of my life or my dad's life where your direct actions determine where this country is going to go next. We are in a very blessed position, even though it feels like we're not, to actually have our lives matter and what we do as individuals have that matter. Okay. Lots of people have worked their whole lives over the last 200 years and made a lot of money, and their life didn't really mean shit. Okay. Your life can mean a whole bunch of things by becoming the representation of what America should be, being fit, being intelligent, being successful. Okay. Bringing people up with you, upholding a certain standard in your life, personal excellence, being the ultimate rebellion. When I say this, people get confused, but at the end of the day, politics is downstream from culture. So what culture demands, politics becomes. And if we have a whole country full of driven, fit, intelligent, non-dependent human beings, then they can't do what they're doing. So yes, it's going to be hard for us to get ourselves out of this situation. But the funniest thing about it is that it is really truly on the individual. It is on the individual. And everybody thinks my actions don't matter. I don't have a big podcast. Yeah, but you got the ability to put the right food in your mouth. You got the ability to exercise. You got the ability to make yourself healthy. You got the ability to make money. You got the ability to remove yourself from the dependence of this system, which is counting on your dependence for power over you. We have that ability still. And it's intentionally being suppressed, and you are intentionally being fed a line of hopelessness so that you will accept what's happening in New York right now, in your area. So, with a little bit of organization and a little bit of effort, this can be fixed very easily. But it comes down to you.
Yeah, how bad you want it.
No, it comes down. That's the thing. Everybody's looking around and saying, well, who's going to do it? Mm-hmm. You have to do it. Yeah. There's no leader that can do this for you. There's no leader, okay? Like everybody puts in the chat. Frisella 2028. I can't fix your shit. I can't force you to eat healthy. I can't force you to become intelligent and read good shit. I can't force you to go out and make money. That's you. I can't force you to uphold that standard in your household. I can't force you to be a positive inspiration for your neighbors, your family, your friends, your community. I can't force that. That's you. No leader can do that for you.
There's no law you can make to
right.
Make
and
that
but they
happen.
make it feel like that's the only way so that people will stay exactly where they are, which continues the victimhood cycle and the oppression cycle of this country. So when we say personal excellence is the ultimate rebellion, it's not just the ultimate rebellion, it's the only rebellion.
It's real, bro. Got the chat cooked up right now, Andy.
Yeah, let's see it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and he says, somebody said, yeah, you did it by creating Live Hard. Yeah, well, just wait till you see what the fuck I built that's coming out soon. I built a product that will fix this. It will fix this. No, it's not the MFCEO. Anyway.
Yeah, man.
Listen, if you don't do it yourself, you can't bitch about it. Here's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of people bitching that literally aren't doing shit.
Nothing. I'm with it, dude.
You have to be. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. Here's your choices. Do what I'm telling you or become...
Waiting the bread line.
Yeah, waiting the bread line. And your kids will be so oppressed, they have no shot. They have no shot. It is literally the failure of you as an American citizen to sit there and wait for someone to save your life because your kids see that. And when your kids see that, by the time they grow up, this country will be the boot will be so hard on their throat that they don't have a chance, and they don't have the chance that you had. I can't think of a bigger failure in anybody's life than to sit back and just let this shit happen so that their kids have to deal with it, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even have kids, and that pisses me off.
Yeah,
That's pussy shit, man.
It's real, bro. That's real. We want to knock out a little final segment for the chat for the listeners and the watchers out there.
Yeah.
Let's get to it. We got a final segment, guys. As always, we have thumbs up or dumb as f. That's where we bring a headline in. We talk about it. We vote on it. We get to one of those two options. Now, I probably hit Halloween a little too hard in the last couple of weeks, you know.
So you're going to hit it again?
One more. Last
Yeah.
one. Last one. We're done, I promise. All right? Thanksgiving coming next. But no, got this last one, dude. It's crazy. Got to go to Florida.
Shocking.
There's a Florida man. Okay, Florida man. Our thumbs up or dumbest headline reads, Florida man, 18, arrested on DUI charge on Halloween while dressed as prison inmate.
Law of attraction.
Yeah, wait till you see him.
All right.
It is law of attraction. Yeah, man, a man in Florida was arrested on a DUI charge after failing a sobriety test while dressed up as a prison inmate for a Halloween party over the weekend. Jimmy Glover, 18, was cruising through Port St. Lucie, Florida on October 31st when officers with the local police department pulled him over shortly before 6 a.m. Bro, you're out partying at 5 a.m.?
I mean, bro, I'm not
a couple of times in Vegas.
I listen. No, not in Vegas. It was when we were in Florida.
Well, we were out to.
Oh yeah, we were out late.
Well, we out in Tampa too. That's
Fuck,
true.
dude. That's why I don't leave.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
Yeah,
that was crazy. But we weren't dressed up like prison inmates.
Probably should have been.
The officers had Glover complete a sobriety test in a nearby parking lot, but he struggled to look past the irony when he exited his vehicle wearing bright orange jumpsuit pants and a white tank top. They had Glover walk along the white parking lot spot line to test if he had been drinking that night, according to a body camera video shared by the Port St. Lucie. Is that Lucia or Lucy?
Lucy
Police Department. I thought it was a typo. But yeah, he passed the first part with ease, but then all shit went out the window. Check this clip. Yeah.
Well, you know, man, like most arrests have alcohol involved in them.
Really?
Yeah.
Most?
It's like 90-something%.
I thought most good times had No. Drink responsibly.
Hey, man, you're always walking that line.
Yes, that's right.
Good time or jail.
At least he didn't have to change.
Oh, man.
Man, yep, little Jimmy gone. Yep,
yeah.
Jimmy's gone.
I mean, are we sure that's a prison outfit, or is that just like his outfit?
No, it was Halloween. It was a costume.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't look much different than what y'all wear anyway.
Oh.
What do you mean by y'all? What?
Year-round costumes.
What?
For, 13,
am I wrong?
Yeah, well, I mean, listen.
Am I wrong? We're in the era of truth.
He's doubling down. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
I mean, I could say this. If I was a black dude with dreads and I was out on Halloween, I could guarantee you I'm not dressing up as a prisoner. Holy shit.
We call that manifestation there.
We call that, I don't know, what, not very smart. He must not believe in that George Floyd shit dressed up like that, bro.
Man. Oh, yeah. Well, little Jimmy.
Yeah,
I think they just put him in the junk tank, though.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Little Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yep. What we got?
I think it's thumbs down, because I think you could have picked a better costume. Maybe if you were dressed up as like, if you were dressed up as like, I don't know, Benjamin Netanyahu, you probably wouldn't took you to jail. That's how you get out of jail free, bro. The cop pulls up to your car, you put your little beanie on, you ain't going. You ain't going.
Bro, that actually, I saw this video the other day. He's a diplomat. He's an Israeli diplomat's son.
Who?
Down in Florida.
That kid?
No, not this guy. No, of course not. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. You don't know his dad. I'm sorry.
Dude.
I'm sorry. That was good.
You know what I'm saying, bro. You throw that beanie on and you just look at the cop and you say, you know who my dad is?
Yeah.
You're out and let you go home. In fact, I got a whole new strategy.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Give me some of them things.
What's those things?
The curly cues. Oh, man.
Oh, fuck, man.
Yep.
Chad, if you're laughing right now, we'll see you in hell.
We'll see you there.
We'll see you there. All right, man. Well, guys, Andy.
What do the chat got? What do they got? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Chat, thumbs up for that? What we got? We all got one-way tickets. That's right. We're sitting in the back of the all-night.
We're already there.
Yeah, well, I mean.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Andy, what'd you drive today?
I drove the A12C.
Oh, that's a beautiful car.
I do love that car.
Beautiful car. Oh, okay. All right. Chat's got to go off. Chat got to go off. No.
Go back. Go back. Andy Juzilla. Oh, man.
Frizzickelstein.
Oh, dude. That's the only demographic that can do whatever the fuck they want.
It's true. Yeah, we don't even have that privilege anymore.
No.
They get in our ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, man. Well, guys, Andy, that's all I got, dude.
Yeah. Hey, listen, what I'm telling you guys is the truth, bro. Like, it's a ripple effect. You change your family changes. Your family changes, your friends change. Your friends change, your community changes. That is the key. And people have a hard time accepting that as reality. But the onus of living an honorable life as an American citizen falls on the individual. And when you don't do that, you're spitting in the face of all the people who have come before you, who have suffered or died or been dismembered. Millions of people, by the way, who have made tremendous sacrifices for you to have the opportunity. And it is not okay for us to say, oh, well, I can do whatever I want with that opportunity. That opportunity should honor the sacrifices that allowed you to have it. And because we've gotten away from that in this country, now we live in what's going on. So if Americans just become responsible and understand their obligation as a citizen again, all of this shit will clear itself out. It just will.
Yeah.
But it takes work, and people don't like work. So I was watching this thing on I saw this clip last night. I almost responded to it, but I didn't. I like to keep, my comments on the show. But, it was like, oh, it's so puzzling that people voted for socialism and communism. No, it's actually not, dude. It's actually not at all. Because if you're young and you can't see your future, and these people are promising, and you don't understand history at all because you've gone through a school system that teaches you about how to cut your dick off.
Right.
Okay. Now you're in a position where we have useful idiots. Like when I talk about these useful idiots, like I have for years, we're seeing it. Like that woman that was interviewed on the street.
There you go.
She had no idea what's going on. She's just an angry woman. We got a lot to fix, dude. But it starts with the culture.
Yeah.
And the culture starts with you. So.
Yeah.
I don't know another show in the world that's telling people that. I really don't. Everybody's on here reporting, and they're taking $7,000 deals, and they're selling all these t-shirts, and they're doing this or that or this. Bro, listen. I'm just telling you the way it is and what it's going to take to fix it. I would do this job for free. Like, I would go be president for free and fix everything. But I'll tell you what I'm not doing. I'm not running a campaign. I'm not investing my own money. You guys all go get it organized, and I'll step up and do it. But like, dude, the reality is, we got to have people that will act in the interest of the people, not in the interest of themselves. I don't have anything I need. No, I don't need anything, bro. I'm good. I got lots of irons in the fire. I'm good. Okay. But what I want to be good and what I care about being good is your kid's opportunity, and Sal's kid's opportunity, and Joe's kid's opportunity. I care about that shit. I didn't get to have kids. Okay. So that matters to me. And I think it should matter to everybody.
I agree, bro. I agree. Kobe.
That's right. All right, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.